It might take you 6 months, or it might take you a year. But remember, stay focused, stay disciplined, stay consistent, and you'll get it done. Honestly, the weather getting brighter, days getting longer is a clear indication that summer is around the corner and it's honestly time to lock in. You probably feel as though you are ready to start paying a little bit more attention to those goals that you set at the beginning of the year, but you really don't know where to start. I've got you, girl. This is going to be your summer wellness guide to get you feeling and looking like your best this summer. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a week of workouts in this video, as well as some things that I think are important when it comes to what you're putting into your body and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, take what you love, leave what you don't, and let's get into this video. First and foremost, you're going to manage your energy by managing your blood sugar levels. I know you want to have energy to do the things you want to do this summer, especially because in the summer, the days are longer, and with the days being longer, you just have more of an opportunity to go out and about after work, tap into hobbies, tap into all that good stuff. But if you're not managing your blood sugar levels, you are not going to have the energy to do the things that you want to do. And so many of us mismanage that. If you are someone who has an insane sugar habit, it's really time to cut down on it because it can really affect your gut health as well as your energy levels. And this is really important when it comes to having the energy to exercise and do things and have fun this summer, of course. And we all know the implications of too much sugar in our diet. It can lead to heart disease. It can lead to high blood pressure. It can lead to diabetes, prediabetes, inflammation, all of this stuff that you shouldn't have to deal with. Now, I'm not saying that you can never have a sugary treat at all in your life, but it's really important to be strategic with how you have a sweet treat. Be mindful of how much you are consuming because we always look at it as a little treat, a little something, but some of the smallest little treats have so many grams of sugar. It's crazy. I always talk about this and I feel like I talk about it too much, but I was diagnosed with prediabetes at one point, and my doctor had a really strong conversation with me about how to get back on track when it came to my blood sugar levels. Do you highly recommend everyone going and seeing their doctors, especially if you believe that you are having issues with your blood sugar or anything like that, or if you just want to get your levels checked, go see a doctor. But when we had a conversation, she was basically saying how I eat is very important. Essentially, when it comes to your blood sugar levels, whenever you consume anything, your blood sugar is going to spike, no matter what, okay? It's just how high it spikes that is the issue. So if you are consuming foods that are high in carbs, high in sugar, it's going to spike really high up. And with these spikes, you're going to experience spikes in your energy levels, but what goes up must come down. And as your blood sugar comes back down, your energy level is going to come back down. And that's when you're going to experience a crash. Now, like I said before, no matter what you eat, your blood sugar is going to spike. But there are things that spike it a lot less, like protein, vegetables. Whenever you're waking up in the morning and you're deciding to change your life around and really pay attention to your blood sugar, first and foremost, create meals that are very balanced, okay? You want to create plates that have almost all of the different food groups as much as possible. Big portion of protein, vegetables, some carbs, and some fruit. You want to make sure that you're consuming your protein and your fiber sources first. And it basically slows down the release of glucose into your bloodstream whenever you are consuming the protein and the fiber first. And honestly, it's better to get full off of protein and fiber first than getting full off of the carbs and the sugar first. I always like to have a sweet treat after dinner. I'm very mindful of how much of a sweet treat I'm having, and I make sure that it is after dinner. You are essentially managing your energy levels by managing your blood sugar levels. And this is just going to help you be able to do more and have more energy to be fun this summer and do what you want to do, okay? I know it's so tempting to go get like a sugary coffee first thing in the morning, and a coffee cake or a lemon loaf and things like that, but that stuff is going to spike your blood sugar so high high first thing in the morning, and it's going to be really hard to get a grasp on those things as the day goes on. And some other things that help with your blood sugar levels is incorporating movement after eating, or just standing and not laying down and letting your body digest the food while laying down or resting. We're a huge walk our food off family. We love to go get something good to eat, but walk our food off afterwards, because obviously it's going to help with the digestion process, and it helps with your blood sugar levels as well and your energy levels. It helps you not hit such a bad midday slump. So being active really does help as well. I always get questions about what I do when it comes to meal planning if I'm not feeling motivated to go grocery shopping and cook and all that good stuff. And sometimes you can be in a position where you just need a little bit of help to get yourself through the week. This past week was super busy, so being in the kitchen just was not as easy as it was, let's say, last week when I filmed my What I Eat in a Week video. I have a solution for you if you're dealing with that, which is Factor. Factor offers fresh, never frozen meals delivered straight to your door. And guys, these meals are delicious. You can choose from over 35 of their options. These meals are chef crafted, dietitian approved, from keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie. I choose the calorie smart option. They also have the option to add in snacks, smoothies, juices. I recently tried some of their juices and they are delicious with my meals. Factor really does help me stick to my routine, because on the weeks where I am not able to get to the grocery store and things like that, the only other option is takeout. And we don't want that around here. We are trying to stay on track with our routine and stay consistent, and Factor is going to help you out with that. Factor meals eliminate the hassle of meal prepping, meal planning, grocery shopping. Skip all of that, okay? Skip the stress and just order your Factor meals, especially on the weeks where you know you just are gonna need that extra support. If you'd like to try out Factor meals, head to factor75.com or click the link in my description box. Use code 50JanetN to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That is code 50JanetN, and go to factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping from your first box. Thank you, Factor, for sponsoring this portion of the video. So as the weather gets warmer, I do want to talk about pushing yourself a little bit, because recently I feel like we have gotten a little too soft when it comes to our workouts and our fitness levels. Now, I am a huge advocate for just moving your body and doing what feels good for you, because a lot of us just need to move more, and that's just the reality of things. However, once you get into the groove of moving a little bit more, I think it's important to make sure that you are paying attention to the other aspects in our lives, like our cardiovascular health, especially because heart disease is one of the leading causes of death here in America. And it's just because a lot of us just don't take our heart health as seriously. Recently, I did a campaign with LabCorp On Demand, which was honestly an honor to work with them. And it was just such a cool campaign. It was all about heart health, and I got my blood work done. I got a cholesterol test done. Overall, we have to realize that our heart is a muscle as well, and it needs exercise as well. All in all, I think it's just important to make sure we are incorporating cardio, so we are supporting our cardiovascular health. Okay, it's not just about what we eat, it's movement and getting our heart pumping and keeping it as strong as possible. So make sure that you're challenging yourself with a walk as much as possible, whether it's 3 days a week, 2 days a week, getting out and walking. And when you are walking, maybe add some bala bangles onto your arms. Make sure you are getting yourself to a place where you are actually working your heart muscles and you're actually exercising and getting in that cardio. Pump up the gas, girly pop. Make sure you're actually moving when you're on your hot girl walks, and moving in a way that's going to condition your heart as well. I know a lot of us don't love running. I just recently got into running. I've challenged myself to run a 10K next month. I'm super excited about it, and I've been running a lot more, and I have finally gotten to a place where it's starting to click. And it feels amazing. Running feels so good. It's so challenging. I don't do it every single day. I've just been doing it twice a week. And I look forward to my runs. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about that in some of my other videos. But I've been challenging myself because up until this point, I've just been walking. I've ran quite a bit here and there, but I have finally moved into a zone where I'm running a little bit more consistently. And I find myself not getting as winded as quickly. And my heart feels a lot stronger because of it. this is your sign to increase the cardio. If you don't want to go running outside, I get it, okay? It's kind of scary sometimes, but get on the Stairmaster or get on a treadmill, get on a bike. And with that, lifting a little heavier is important as well. I always love to bring this into these videos, but obviously as women, the older we get, the more muscle mass we're gonna lose, and we're not gonna be able to get that back. As much as a lot of us are moving into the Pilates princess era, Legree era, trust me, I love Legree. I do Pilates and Legree now. I do a heated Pilates class now weekly. I do Legree weekly. Trust me, I love it. But I also make lifting a priority because I know how important it is to keep that muscle mass as I get older. I just want to say this. We just need to push ourselves a little bit more. As we get older, we're not going to have the opportunity to push ourselves, okay? As we get older, it's going to be harder to push ourselves. And we're going to get to a place in our lives where we're not even able to do any of this at all. So take advantage of it while you can, while you are where you are. This is the youngest you'll ever be, so take advantage of it. Stay tuned for the end of this video because I am going to be sharing a week of workouts for you if you really want to get some workouts in at home and you don't really love being in the stuffy gym. I get it. So I'm going to be sharing a week of workouts with you so you can do for the next couple of weeks. So when it comes to grocery shopping, I think it's really important to be as waste-free as possible. I go grocery shopping sometimes twice a week, sometimes once a week. It just depends on my mood, but I do not like to have a lot in my fridge. I don't like to open my fridge and be overwhelmed by all of the options. So I'm a very simple girly. I just get what I need. I'm typically in and out of the grocery store as many times as I need to be, but I like to keep costs low and keep waste just as low. So first and foremost, to have a waste-free life, you want to make sure you're making a list before going into the grocery store. Now, what are you going to do when you're making your list? You're going to make your list based off of a few meals that you want to consume throughout the week. A few breakfast items, lunch, and dinner items that sound amazing for you. And whenever you're creating this list, you want to make sure that the meals that you are consuming this week kind of overlap with ingredients. Nothing sucks more than buying like a packet of, let's say, thyme or any other herb and having the rest go to waste because you only used like one serving of it. So make sure that whenever you are making your list, you're able to reuse certain items in other meals so you are reducing waste as much as possible, okay, when you're choosing your menu. After you choose the things that you want to eat and you make sure that these things can overlap a bit, then you want to make sure that you focus in on your protein first, okay? So I always start off with protein, whether it's ground beef, chicken, steak, seafood, whatever recipes I'm planning to make, I first focus in on that protein, okay? And write all the protein sources down. Then I move into the fiber sources that I need for each one. Not just fiber, but just like fruits and vegetables in general. A lot of times fruits are just kind of thrown in there, but what vegetables do you actually need? For me, I rotate through lettuce most of the time. Sometimes I'll throw in arugula depending on what I'm making, like if I'm planning to make a pizza or something like that. But for my salads, I love lettuce and I always love to get onions, jalapenos. I tend to use jalapenos and onions in almost every single recipe that I can. It never goes to waste in my house. Tomatoes are something that I'm always using because I love the taste of tomatoes. I can always get myself some cucumber because I know it's not going to go to waste. Make sure that you are focusing in on veggies that you know you love and that you know aren't going to go to waste, and that obviously tie into those meals. A lot of times fruits are just a snack for me. I don't really have a rhyme or reason for them. My favorites are pineapple because I love to make them in my smoothies. I love watermelon during the summer. I love apples right now. Apples are so good. I'm always stocking up on lemon. And then lastly, your grains. I always just like to have sourdough bread in the house because I feel like sourdough bread is just great for a snack or just to make myself a little sandwich, chicken sandwich, whatever it is. A lot of times I'll grab it even if I don't have a meal plan for it, just because it's just easy and it just can, you know, it's great for any time of the day. That's how I grocery shop. It's very simple. I do have a what I eat in a week video that I just posted. I'll put it right here. Check that out if you want some meal and recipe inspiration, because I give so much in there and almost every single thing I ate was amazing. Pretty much everything I ate that week was really, really good. Moving into our week of workouts, this is my favorite part of this video, okay? I have been having so much fun creating these workouts for you guys. First, we always want to start off with a warm up and a stretch before every workout. So I'm going to be sharing the little warm up section right here that you can follow along with me. Okay guys, starting off with our leg day, okay, we love to start off the week with leg day. I like to use 15-pound weights, but do what works for you and what feels most comfortable for you. If you want to do 10-pound weights, that's fine. If you lift heavier with your legs, that's fine, but I have 15-pound weights at home, so those are what I like to use. Of course, you don't have to use weights for any of this, honestly. And in between sets, I think it's important to make sure you're resting between around 30 and 90 seconds, whatever feels great for you, but you want to rest in between sets. All right, moving into our leg day, we're gonna start the week off with our goblet squats. We love a good goblet squat because it targets our quads, okay? You could do this with your heels lifted to target those quads even more, or you can just do this grounded. You wanna make sure that your legs are shoulder width apart and you're going to hold one dumbbell in your hands. You wanna have your dumbbell slightly in front of your chest and you're wanting to squat as low as possible to really gain the intensity of this movement. Now, not all of us have great knees, so go as low as you can. 12 reps, and you're gonna do 4 rounds of this. Then we're going to move into laying leg lifts, okay? When you are laying down on the ground, whether it's on your mat or carpet or whatever, you wanna make sure that your obliques are engaged. You don't wanna just be flailing your body over and not engaging those obliques, okay? So everything should be engaged. The leg that is closest to the ground bent slightly, and the leg that is doing the work is going to be straight, okay? You're going to lift the leg up, keeping it as a slow and controlled movement, engaging all of those leg muscles, those glutes, all of the good stuff. And you can also lay a dumbbell or rest a dumbbell on your hip. It is a comfortable weight. You don't want this to be too heavy. You can make this a 5-pound weight. You can do 10 pounds, but it shouldn't be too heavy. And you're gonna do 12 reps, 3 rounds on each side. Then moving into a curtsy lunge, okay, a nice little curtsy lunge. A curtsy lunge is exactly how it sounds, okay? Think of a curtsy. You're going to be lunging back, however, to the side. You wanna make sure that you're keeping your chest up. I like to have my dumbbells to the side of me, okay? You wanna make sure that whenever you are executing the curtsy lunge, you are engaging your glute muscles, because it's really going to help engage those glute muscles as well as the quads. You're going to do 10 reps on each leg for 3 rounds. You can alternate this if you'd like. I like to do one leg at a time so I can just focus in on mind muscle connection for that one side. Moving into our last exercise, which is just a simple dumbbell calf raise. So for your dumbbell calf raise, you're going to releve up onto your tippy toes, okay? Squeezing those calf muscles at the top, holding it for about 2 to 3 seconds, and then coming back down. You want to make sure that you have pretty heavy dumbbells for this. You're gonna do 10 reps for about 4 rounds. Moving into arms and shoulders, okay? I really like to use 5-pound dumbbells for my arms and my upper body movement, but you can do what works for you. You can do 10, 15, whatever feels great for you. We're gonna start off with a basic dumbbell curl. You're going to bring your dumbbells up towards your chest, okay? And then you're going to bring them back down to your side to reset. We're gonna do 10 to 12 reps of this for 4 rounds. Then we're gonna move into a kneeling Arnold press, okay? Kneeling is going to just help us engage our abs a little bit more. So you're gonna start with your dumbbells. You're gonna press them up and above your head while rotating. You're gonna do 10 to 12 reps of this, and we're gonna do 4 sets. Next, we're gonna move into our tricep kickback, okay? Tricep kickbacks are going to obviously target our triceps. You're going to kneel forward slightly, hinging more at your hips. And whenever you are kicking back, you really wanna engage those triceps and really feel it in the triceps. You're going to do 10 to 12 reps of this. However, after we finish our 10 to 12 reps, we're going to move into a pulsating movement for about 10 seconds. This is something we like to call a superset, okay? 2 movements back to back. So after you do your, let's say, 10 reps of your dumbbell kickback, you're going to hold it back and pulse for 10 seconds. Okay, we love a good superset. It really does help challenge our body a little bit more and challenge us to hit failure. So you're gonna do 3 rounds of this. And then moving into alternating single arm crossbody raises. This is one of my favorite moves because it really does target your chest muscles. And we have a tendency of neglecting our chest muscles. So you're basically going to do a serve the platter. However, it's going to be crossbody, and you're going to do 1 arm at a time, alternating, of course. 12 reps of this, okay? 6 each arm, and you're going to do 4 rounds. All right, moving into our glutes and ab day, okay? So for glutes and abs, we're starting off with a knee to elbow bird dog, okay? We love a good bird dog because it helps incorporate that core work as well as our glutes as well. So you're going to stand in a tabletop position. You're going to lift opposite arm, opposite leg, and you're going to pull in your elbow to your knee, okay? On each side, you're going to do 10 reps for 3 rounds. This is also going to be a superset though. And after those 10 reps, you're going to pulse for 10 seconds, okay? Just like our tricep kickback. So you're going to do your 10 knee to elbow movement bird dog, and then at the end of it, you're going to pulse for 10 seconds, okay? Really engage that core muscle and your glute muscles. Then we're going to be doing a little sumo squat with our dumbbells, okay? We're going to have our dumbbells slightly in front of us, pressed together. Our knees are going to be facing outwards, of course, and we're going to squat down, okay? Always make sure that your knees aren't caving inward, engaging your glute muscles the whole time. You're going to do 10 reps of this, okay, and 3 rounds. Next, we're going to do a reverse lunge into a kickback. This is one of my favorite ways to really engage those glutes. You're going to step back into a reverse lunge with your dumbbells by your side, of course. You're going to kick back, engaging those glute muscles. You're going to go back into the lunge and then step forward, okay, and repeat that. You're going to do 8 reps each leg 3 rounds. And the last move is going to be a Russian twist into a leg extension. Okay, this is just a core move. You're going to do Russian twist each side, leg extension, then starting with the opposite side, leg extension, then going into the opposite side, first leg extension. You're going to do 8 reps of this for 3 rounds. Lastly, we're moving into our full body day. We have to challenge ourselves with a full body day. It can be so hard. Starting off with a half burpee, okay? We're going to be doing 8 reps of this, 3 rounds. Half burpee is easier than a full burpee because you're technically just not jumping at the end. We're staying really low to the ground in a squatting position, kicking out into a plank, okay? Coming back into our squat stance, looking up forward, and then going back into it. Make sure that you are taking each step as slow as possible just to avoid any injury. Next, we're gonna move into a wood chopper with 1 dumbbell. You're gonna start with the dumbbell on the opposite side of your body. You're going to rotate the dumbbell up and overhead, then bring it back down to reset. 8 reps for each side, and you're going to do 3 rounds. And you're going to complete each side first, okay? So there's no alternating. Next, we're going to move into a simple jump squat, okay? Adding in some cardio. We're going to do 10 to 12 jump squats for 3 rounds, okay? Just 10 to 12 each, just to get your heart rate up a little bit. Whenever you're doing your jump squat, you are sitting into a squat, you're jumping up, okay? If you're someone who does not like to jump, or if you're trying to save your knees, you can honestly just releve up into a calf raise, or you can just do a regular squat, but we all love a jump squat. Next, you're gonna move into a dumbbell squat to press. Okay, very simple dumbbell squat to press. You're gonna have your dumbbells upright, kind of in a skull crusher move. You're gonna squat, and as you're standing up, you're going to press your dumbbells overhead. Very simple move, but making sure that your abs are engaged the whole time. You're gonna do 8 reps of this, 3 rounds. And then lastly, we're gonna just end off with a little plank hold, okay? Now, I'm letting you choose how long you wanna hold your plank. I want you to challenge yourself though. You can hold your plank for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute. Because we're doing 3 rounds of this, you can start off with 30 seconds for the first round, 45 seconds for the second round, and then 60 seconds for the last round to challenge yourself. Or you can do 30 seconds for each round, 45 for each round, or a minute for each round, just to really help engage those deep inner core muscles. And that is gonna be your week of workouts. Yay! This was a fun one for me to create. Let me know how you feel about this one. As always, I think it's really important to make sure you're ending your workouts with a cool down as well. So I'm gonna be sharing a little cool down here for you to follow. be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if this was helpful. I'm here for us all becoming the best version of ourselves this summer and feeling and looking our best. So if you're here for that too, go ahead and like this video and leave a comment down below if you want to see more content like this. I have a video coming up very soon all about mindset and shifting our mindset to prepare for summer. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check that out. Next, I want to say, I hope it comes up after this video or before it, I don't know. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye.